still laughing, Carly, that your Pilates instructor farted.
I feel bad. Just putting her on blast.
No, it's fine.
Do you
She would
think
think
she
it's
goes,
funny.
apparently some people in here think they're comedians. Listen, I know Threads is a trending app, but just know I see everything.
No, she
Carly,
thought it
could
was
you
funny.
stay behind for a few minutes after this class today? I want to talk to you about something.
Oh my God, I'd be like, I'd leave.
Would you?
No, I'd talk to her. But she's the one Pilates instructor there that thinks it's very funny.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if
we
she
kept
just
laughing.
farted not during Pilates, just like having a conversation with someone. Then, whoops. Anyway, so just like standing up.
It's funny how farting is so embarrassing, but it's so funny at the same time.
It's the because it's a sound that comes out of your butthole.
Out of your butt.
Have you ever accidentally farted?
Yeah.
And it's been obvious. I haven't.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happened to me as an adult, but as a kid, it would happen in class, and you would always be like, "It was my shoes. It was my shoes." I was just
It's like the dead giveaway when you're like, it's something else.
Yeah.
You blame it on somebody else.
Did you guys grow up with safety and doorknob? Do you know about this?
Safety and what?
Doorknob.
Yes.
No.
What's that?
When it was, I think it might have been a guy thing. When you fart, if you're in a room with guys and you hear a fart, the second you fart,
safety.
yeah, you have to call safety. Otherwise,
Yes.
everyone can hit you
Or
until you
hit you in your nuts.
Yeah.
until you touch a doorknob.
I have heard of
And
this.
if someone calls doorknob, then you have to go and touch a doorknob. Otherwise, you can get beat up.
Oh my God.
How did that spread?
I don't know.
It wasn't in a movie, was it?
I saw it on a TikTok, and he was like, guys who were growing up in the 90s, did you and your group of friends play safety and doorknob?
It's also like PT Cruiser, no bruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it
Slug
on
bug.
like those kinds
Slug
of
bug,
things.
no slug back.
Yeah.
I
Slug
never
just
heard of PT Cruiser Bruiser.
Yeah, PT Cruiser, no bruiser.
What does that mean?
If
It
you
was the same as
So if you see a PT Cruiser and you don't call that, then you can get hit.
you just punch
you see
people.
a
It's just
PT
an excuse to abuse others.
if you see a PT Cruiser, you should just pray for that owner.
Pray for them.
Yeah, that's a sad. That's a sad.
And I feel like they
car.
were always purple.
They were always purple.
well, if I
There's
got
a-
one, it would be purple.
And there's
Yeah.
a handful that have flames on them.
Yeah.
No other
That,
car
and
has-
that's camp.
Because I think the PT Cruiser, when it came out, it tried to be like an old hot rod, but it just was like.
way.
I think so. It was.
hot rod.
They thought they were really bringing back this old
They
kind
thought
of
they did something.
Yes, they really
You
did.
guys really thought you did something.
Y'all
Do
are-
they still
y'all are-
sell them?
I
No,
know.
no.
They had analog clocks in them too.
PT Cruiser.
It'd be funny to have a smart car that was flames on the
Like
sides.
on a Tesla, putting flames on a Tesla.
I'm pro
Yeah.
smart cars. Smart cars. They're like $11,000, and
Yeah.
they're so fuel efficient, and
No,
they're
but if
actually
you get hit, you're done.
no. Look at the crash tests on them. The whole thing's like a roll cage. It doesn't compress.
You're telling me of an 18-wheeler on the highway
If it hits you on your side,
drifts over.
you're pretty safe in it.
That's pretty cool.
Let me see. I mean, it's funny.
I feel like we should buy one just to drive here.
we've had this whole conversation before.
About buying
About
a
a
PT
PT
and
Cruiser.
buying a smart car, because we're talking about smart
Oh,
cars,
yeah.
and buying a smart car to take here.
I just want a PT Cruiser with flames.
PT Cruiser.
Yeah.
That name
When
sounds
did they
pretty good.
stop?
Honda Element was the cool car that I wish they still made.
Oh yeah, that's a car I wanted so much for my first car.
And they're like hot commodities now because they don't make them anymore. So if you find like a low mileage one, they're
It was
expensive.
cool because the doors open that
Yeah,
way.
suicide doors.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they
Oh,
stopped
unalive
making them
doors.
in 2010.
They what?
Oh my
They stopped in 2010.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Remember
Damn.
Xterras?
A Nissan Xterra. That was like a cute girl car.
Okay, I
If you
wanted
were,
one
a
when I was
cute-
7. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that car when I'm 16.
It's crazy that some companies just go out of business. Like Oldsmobile?
That's not a business anymore.
No. Saturn?
Saturn is gone.
What?
Yeah, they
Miss-
stopped.
TJ had a Saturn up until a few years ago.
They don't make them anymore. Mitsubishi? They don't make it in the U.S. anymore?
What are you talking about? There ain't no Mitsubishis out on
Nope.
the road.
Mitsu.
What about Isuzus?
Nope, don't make those anymore either.
Zoomy, 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 zoom. It's a French song.
Zuby Zubies. I know.
Yeah.
We watch Mad Men.
Oh yeah, and it's a TikTok sound.
Yeah, that is true.
We have one Mad Men episode left, and
Welcome
I'm
back-
telling you,
What?
sorry, the second to last episode was the most boring thing we've ever watched in our entire lives.
Wait,
And
on
we're
the
like,
very last episode of Mad Men of all time?
the second we watched the second to last episode, and it felt like it was 3 hours long. Nothing happened. We were just like, what the fuck is
Where are
this?
you watching it?
Freebie.
Are
So
there
you-
commercials?
Yeah.
It's the
They're
only
not too
show that
bad,
you
though.
can't watch. Like Mad Men, you just can't watch it without commercials anywhere.
I know.
It's
But
so
they're taking it
annoying.
off of Freebie, so maybe it's gonna go on like Hulu or something. I don't know.
Well, wasn't it on like Netflix?
Yeah, it used to be on
It
Netflix.
was on Netflix, and now it was on like Amazon Prime or something, where you have to watch it with commercials.
Yeah.
That's
Mad
what
Men was
Freebie is.
Mad Men
it's
was
free, but with ads.
Mad Men was one of the last shows that I owned on like DVD. Like had a
Oh,
season
yeah.
set, and I would like watch that in college.
You want to know what mine was?
What was it?
Entourage.
Oh, wow.
You watched Entourage?
I like
love
Entourage.
We did a rewatch a few years ago, like
Oh
during
my-
the pandemic.
Surprised you as a woman like
Yeah.
Entourage.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of like men lifestyle porn.
It's so misogynistic. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm misogynist.
Yeah, true.
No, I loved Entourage.
Dude,
Wow.
Jeremy Piven is like the best
Yeah.
character. As Ari Gold is just
Yeah.
I
But everyone
can't-
is so good.
yeah.
That show is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you watched the movie? You've seen the
No,
movies?
I didn't ever see the movies.
It's fine.
The movie is
I
it
heard
two?
they were not.
No,
Yeah.
there's one movie.
Oh.
There's one Entourage movie.
Oh.
Yeah, but the ending's really good.
Oh, should I watch it?
Yeah.
you
That's
get to
on
see
streaming.
you get to see the characters.
Maybe I'll do that when I get home.
Yeah, it's on HBO.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
The ending is like really good. I don't want to spoil it anymore.
Ooh.
But yeah.
God,
fucking
I used to
love
watch it
Entourage.
we'd watch it every Sunday in college. That was like
Oh,
new
yeah.
episode. That's the worst theme song of all time.
No, but they're just driving in the car. Gotta be a superhuman. Whatever they say.
I don't want a superhero.
Superhero.
Not superhuman.
Whatever.
God, there's so many good lines in that show.
It's so good.
I think my last DVD collection was that 70s show.
Oh.
Wow.
I never
That's
really watched
70 show.
that.
That was on TV all the time. Why did you need to own it on DVD? I felt like
I was like in high school, so I don't think it was as easy to
yeah.
just watch it.
Surprise, surprise! I have all the Seinfeld on DVD.
Well,
Yeah.
Every
obviously.
single episode.
Yeah, we have the entire box set.
Oh boy.
Damn.
It's some of it's at my parents, some of it's at my brother's. There's 9 seasons. I think I have like 4 of them at my house.
Howdy, folks. Wait, oh, whoops. What's good, everybody? Welcome to Good
Mixing up
Influences.
the pods.
Oops.
Matt, Aaron, Mike, Carly, you know the whole gang, and here we are coming to you, not live, pre-recorded, but we're happy
It's
that
live
you're
for
here.
in
us.
advance.
It's live to us.
You'll have lived a whole life by the time this comes out. You've been on your bachelor party.
Oh my goodness. Is this how far into the future we are?
Yeah. Whole
Did you guys
ass,
see
like-
that thing that the FDA or something is investigating Prime? You
Yes.
sent that to us. Yeah,
I did, yeah.
I looked into it. It's total bullshit. There's
Okay.
less. Like it has the same amount of
what I
caffeine
thought.
as like a Celsius or an Alani. It's like the same
And
as
it's nowhere
every.
close to Charged Lemonade, Panero Charged Lemonade.
Oh,
So
that's
let's
the
get
one
that
that-
doing the
clear.
collab with that drink?
Logan Paul?
Kim Kardashian.
Oh, yeah.
Is doing
I
a
think
Prime collab?
mine's coming
No,
tomorrow.
Ala, whatever.
You know what it is?
Alan
Yeah.
and
She's doing like a
Or Alani.
I don't know
lemonade
how it's
flavor or something
I
like
don't
that.
know. Apparently, I'm getting it tomorrow, so I'll let you know.
I do love Prime. I gotta say, love
I do
Prime.
too.
Love what they sent it to me. But the crash on Prime is like deep.
Oh.
Like I
Wait, it's
feel like-
energy?
yeah.
Well, they have like the.
I thought it was like vitamin one.
They
There's a
do.
hydration
That's like the
drink.
original one. Is like
Okay.
hydrating, and then they also have like the Liquid IV. How they have packs to put in water. They have Prime hydration, and they also have the energy drinks. And it was so weird. I was drinking one on one of our podcasts, and a couple comments were like, "Why is Carly trying to hide that she's drinking Prime?" I'm like, "No, I'm loud and proud. I love Prime."
What the heck?
It
Yeah.
started as like a Gatorade, right?
Why?
And
Yeah,
then they
like a vitamin water.
Why
Yeah.
did they name it Prime though? I figure like with
just a good name.
Amazon Prime,
Yeah.
how that's such a big name, you want to like create like a different separate Google
Well,
search
maybe it's
for it.
because when people Google Prime, Amazon comes up first and it'll get their name in the algorithm.
I guess so. I just thought it was an interesting kind of like name they chose.
Speaking of Prime, did you see that Logan Paul got engaged?
I did.
did.
I watched the video yesterday.
Did you cry?
I did.
Really?
I did.
I
was-
couldn't
he was like-
I couldn't finish it.
You were watching it?
Yeah, well, like I always think videos of people like getting engaged is like something I feel like I shouldn't be watching.
Oh.
People who like, I think a
I'm so
picture,
thankful. I'm
picture
like,
of your proposal,
Yeah.
sure, but when like, I think it's like a private. There's no hate on however you want to get
Seems like you're
engaged.
hating.
I think if you want to have it filmed, sure.
sure a hater.
But when people share that moment, for me, I just always. It's not that I get the ick. It's just like this moment is just for them. It's not for me. Like. Kind of a thing. I
Yeah,
can't
I'm
finish it.
I'm like, thank God. I want to know how it all happens because it's like I'm watching like a rom-com.
Yeah.
But it was so sweet. He was like
who's the girl?
sobbing.
Some like girl.
I haven't-
Danish. I
yeah.
think she's from Denmark.
I literally have no idea.
Yeah.
But they've been together like a little over a year. And he was like, the day I met her, I knew she was going to be the person I married. And then it goes back to like footage of him like talking about her with his friends and
Oh my
like
God.
very early on being like, I'm going to marry this woman.
Aaron crying at a Logan Paul proposal. That's crazy.
Who would have thought? But I was like, oh, what a different side to him.
Yeah.
But it's the ring is fucking massive. I would be like, you need to return this and get me something smaller.
I'm gonna get robbed.
I saw like Ashley Benson got engaged too to some oil heir or whatever.
Go off,
And
Ashley.
her ring looked huge. I was like, that's too big of a ring. I felt like it was
Yeah, a big ring is kind of scary. Because
yeah.
like
I feel
murder.
like it would just catch on things.
catch on
Like,
things.
you walk in
Sweater,
a
and then you just
doorway.
ruin every sweater you put on. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
just
It rips the diamond
the
out.
left arm of your sweater.
Yeah,
I
plus
think
people.
at some point it also just gets like a little tacky.
Yeah, like Jennifer
Like, I'm like,
Lopez one.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what that looks like either.
That was like, I think at the time it was the biggest engagement ring of all time.
It was the most expensive one.
Yeah.
It was like $1 million.
Was it Ben Affleck that gave it to her or
Yes.
someone else?
And look how that turned
$1
out.
million?
But then it came back. Do you think she like when they got divorced, she was like, ugh. And then when they got back together, she was like, you have to bust out this ring again.
Do you think she kept it?
Well, I want to look.
I would think that she would keep
the
it.
ring? If you get divorced, does the
I think
bride
it
keep the green?
Divorced?
I think it just totally
green- the ring?
depends.
If it's like a family
know.
heirloom, I feel like a lot of the times they will give it back. I feel like it would be polite to be like, you can have the ring back, but I feel like also
Some
a lot
people
of the
don't,
times
though.
the men are like, just keep it.
I don't know. It depends how much like money is spent on it, and then how much my actual like net worth would be. And I'd be like,
Like, oh, I'm
I
gonna
need
need
that
that back. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
did see this on Suits.
suits, toots.
They
what-
talked
what
about
is
something
it?
that
Suits McGee over here.
he made a mention of this, and I don't know if it's I looked it up, and it seemed to be true that Steven Spielberg had a prenup that he wrote on a napkin with a girl that he married, and then the prenup was ruled invalid because it was written on a napkin.
Yeah.
And
I remember
this woman
this
won like
scene.
$100 million.
Amy Irving. It is one of the
Damn.
most like expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Divorces.
Yeah, because there was an episode of Suits where a guy like wrote a contract on a napkin.
Yep.
And then he like tried to get his company back, and he mentioned like, well, Steven Spielberg a lot, and I was like, is that true?
Maybe I'll go home and watch that.
It's so good.
I know.
I was like, I need to watch this.
It keeps like testing me every time I open Netflix. I'm like,
No, I know.
Should I get back into it? You never watched it.
No, but I feel like I might as well now to just rub
What
it in
did
that space.
Oh, I want to see Jennifer Lopez's,
Jennifer Lopez's
ring.
ring.
It's very tacky.
My love don't cost. What happened to that?
Except
Except
it's
to
yellow.
J-Lo.
Isn't it yellow? I kind of remember it being. No, it's not. I think it's the other one.
I remember Sway. Remember the
I think it was
MTV guy
that
Sway?
one.
Yeah.
He was talking about it a lot.
This is the
The $1 million
ring.
one that he got
The
her
ring.
back in like when they were first together. What'd you say?
Sway from MTV.
Oh yeah.
He
I
had
loved
like a
him.
whole episode about it.
No, it is this one.
About the ring?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous?
Oh, yeah.
No, that's like literally what Logan Paul's fiance's ring looks like.
It's just like, okay, bro.
It's falling off her pants.
Yeah.
She's just
Yeah, it's so heavy. It just like twists to the
Oh,
side.
that looks like Mark Anthony's.
Oh, that's I think who it was. It was Mark Anthony.
Yeah. God, she's had so many rings.
Tom Brady also got divorced, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That one's like makes me really sad. Because I feel like it could have been prevented.
What was the tea on that? He wanted to play more football.
He retired and then he went back. And then I bet she was like, what the hell, Tom?
Yeah, I think like the whole thing was that she wanted like him to spend more time with the family. Like he's in his mid 40s now.
Yeah.
And he succeeded. You beat the damn
Yeah.
video game of being one of the most successful quarterbacks of all time,
Yeah.
of history.
Yeah, but,
You
but
won.
the reason why people get to that place is because they're just like
Yes.
psycho. Only thing that matters is this.
Go be a father.
It's also like when you're done with that, even though he has so many other things that he does,
Yeah.
like I feel like it's a part of you that's just gone forever and he didn't want to give that up, which like I completely understand. But I
Tom,
think
if you want to talk about it on the show, come on.
focus.
well, there's rumors that him and Kim K are like
Oh.
maybe a little something
I saw
happened.
one of them is pregnant.
What happens if Tom Brady got married to another, a guy named Brady, and he met another lovely girl, and then she has a bunch of kids, and they have their own show called the Brady Bunch, and they take over like the
That
next
would be
Kardashian.
iconic.
Well, then I
Actually.
hope he starts dating Kim because I would absolutely watch that.
I think I
Kim
said this to you.
Kardashian and Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Would that be a thing?
There's like rumors because that guy who has that like giant white party, they were seen there together, and everyone was kind of like Kim and Tom.
But there was already commotion before that too about Kim and Tom.
Oh, I don't remember that.
What
Oh,
was
yeah.
that white party? Who's the guy that throws that?
I don't know.
It was like a Jewish name, I think, and I was like, "Who's this guy?"
Josh Peck.
No, I can't believe Josh Peck's going to be in Oppenheimer.
Something Rubin.
That sounds right.
Dawn Rubin.
I think it might be like Dan or something. Let me go to Kim's page.
I saw this thing and it
Bilzerian?
was like
No.
Kim Kardashian and Hunter Biden should date.
Michael Rubin.
Who is
Michael
that?
Rubin.
What does he do?
Maybe like
How
a
is he having all these
producer?
celebrities at his house in the
He was
Hamptons?
the voice.
Entrepreneur.
He was the voice of Wishbone.
Oh,
What are you
duh.
saying?
Mike, come on.
Michael Rubin.
Obviously.
What does this guy do?
It says he's an entrepreneur.
I know, but that like what?
Waterbeds.
Is he the new Jeffrey Epstein?
No,
Oh.
yeah, Michael
He's the
Rubin's
heir-
Island.
He's the heir to Waterbed.
We get a brand deal for
He's a
waterbeds.
businessman and philanthropist, CEO of Fanatics, the world's leading provider of licensed sports merchandise.
That was just
that's a
pretty
good
big.
living. Yeah. Fanatics is
Rue
huge.
La La, Gilt.com is an
Oh,
e-commerce
Gilt. That's a big fashion
e-commerce
brand.
portfolio includes Rue La La, Gilt.com, and ShopPremiumOutlets.com.
I wonder like who is like the loser celebrity at a party like that who's just like standing around with their hands in their pockets like, hey Tom, and like there's like, yeah, okay, bud.
Yeah.
Like who's getting shafted over there?
An influencer.
Like is Kevin Hart
probably.
going around like, hey, what's going on? They're like, I see my friend over there.
Right.
I think he was in one of Kim's picks, so I think he's
I'm not saying it's
He's
Kevin
good.
Hart, but like, is there
Yeah,
someone
I
there
don't
that's just like
know.
an awkward, like,
Definitely.
oh,
Did you see
geez.
Kristen Bell posted that photo and there are all those famous
Oh,
people
yes,
at their
it was
house?
like the most random.
And
I think that-
I'd be like, that's where I'm always concerned. Like, is there someone there who's like, like they can't get a word in with
Yeah.
anything, and everyone's just turning away from them. But
Yeah.
you're in that pic.
Yeah.
what a dinner. I think that's at Jimmy Kimmel's house.
Oh, in Idaho.
Yeah. They're just
I don't
making their residences there so they don't have to pay taxes. Should we get into the Reddits?
Yeah, let's go into the
Sure.
Reddits.
Okay.
Should we explain what Reddit is?
Well,
It's a cesspool.
yeah. Except for me, it's like fun.
It's better than Google search for me. If I ever
Me
want to look
too.
something up, I type in
Oh.
Reddit because otherwise, if you want to know, like, I don't know, what's the best camera to get for podcast studio? If you Google that, you're going to get like some
Like
SEO
ads
article and
and-
ads. But if you go on Reddit, it's like,
It's like, here's what I like and this is why I
Or
like it.
TikTok.
It's worked for a long time. Yeah, or
TikTok?
TikTok.
Yeah.
oh, I never search on TikTok.
It's the
for
same kind of
anything.
vibe. It's like real people's experiences with certain items. I
And
think
then
Reddit's
it's,
a little bit
cool
better.
too
but-
because then it would be like a real photographer and then they're talking to you.
And it's you see
Yeah.
the dialogue too of like, oh, you know what? I actually had this, but if you
Yeah.
get this accessory,
Yes.
it's way better. And
Yeah.
you're not going to get that like just regular Google.
Yeah, and I think a lot of influencers think of Reddit as just like gossip, but that's
No.
not what. Like, I've been a Reddit bitch since like middle school.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think of Reddit as I think it's weird when I get like suggested like pop culture Reddits where it's like.
Well, I follow
Taylor
those
Lautner.
now for sure because I
But-
like the pop culture stuff.
But that's not like what Reddit, as I know it, and it sounds like what you know it. It's
Yeah,
not known
yeah.
for that, but it's their. They keep trying to push them on me. Faux moi. You seen that one?
Yeah,
moi?
it's like Dumois, but just like another name for
It's
it.
FAUX.
I follow that one.
Is it like
But I-
fake?
I
Dumois?
guess I'm not. I'm not
It's
positive.
like the same
Moi.
stuff you would see on there, and they
Dumb,
keep
dumb,
trying to
dumb,
suggest
dumb.
it to me, and I'm like,
But
no,
I follow a lot of like my favorite like reality shows.
oh yeah, TV
subreddits.
shows are good.
Like that, or even like Undercover Underage. There's a subreddit
They're
for
so
that.
mean to people. That's why I don't really
Huh?
like Reddit. Like the comments.
The snark on the,
Oh, the
those
snark
are,
stuff
no,
is
like
mean, yeah.
even when I was reading like Vanderpump stuff
Yeah.
yesterday. They're so mean.
But that's the pop culture stuff.
well,
if you're on like the science or like the
Yeah.
skateboarding subreddit or the
STEM.
drumming subreddit or whatever,
Pretty
like
reasonable people on there.
Yeah.
Or the top voted comments are,
Yeah.
I think,
I know the guy who started it, Alexis Ohanian.
personally.
Yeah,
Oh, I know that is true. I think, yeah, you.
we hung out with him at South by, or maybe that was
yeah,
before
did
I
I
knew
shake
you.
his hand one time?
With a secret party at South by,
Yeah,
the no pitch
I was
party.
kinda hammered. Yeah.
Sam is who knows him, but then he was like, "Listen, I got to tell you, out of the four chefers, you're my favorite." And I was like,
wow.
Wow. He
I said
says
that
to
too,
every
but I
one
said
of
it to
them.
Sam.
"Yeah, I know."
Yeah.
Sam's my favorite
We talk
ever.
about Sam all the time.
Okay, so basically what I did is I went through Ask Reddit and I just screenshotted a bunch.
Ask Reddit.
Ask Reddit.
Ask Reddit.
Ask.
Reddit. So basically it's kind of like a Q&A, but with like very specific questions. Because most of the questions on there are like this one example. It's only for men, so sorry, Aaron. Men of
I have a
Reddit.
dick.
Okay, well, men of Reddit.
Did you just gender me?
Well, if you'd like to answer, you can. What is the worst place you've gotten a boner?
Oh.
Airplane.
No, he's gonna have a worse one than that. It's just like my grandma's funeral.
like a doctor's office. That would be so
I
embarrassing.
have a question about boners.
Okay.
I may have asked this already. I just don't remember the answer. But you know how like boys and men, I guess, will get boners like right when they wake up, like morning wood.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Does
yeah.
that mean they're horny or it's
No.
just there?
No,
That's-
it's your blood's just circulating and
Okay,
it's
so you're
flowing
not
into
like,
places because you're
"Alright."
waking up. But no, but you're definitely, you could be like aroused, but you're not like,
Like, do you see it and you're
Like
like,
if you have,
well,
like, a
I
sex
got
dream.
it.
It's not in your brain.
No.
Or
no,
like
you're not
in-
having like sexual thoughts, but
Yeah.
you're waking up kind of to it and then you're you could choose.
And then you're like, well, I guess I might as well.
Like if there's a girl in the bed with you, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. You have hands.
What?
Why does a girl have to do
the worst place where I've ever had a boner? I don't like. I think I've had boners like in everywhere, but I never like have been in a moment where it's like, is that a boner? Or like, I think the
adrenaline, like a
adrenaline.
14-year-old who's like,
There's the fear of like, oh, getting up in front of the class and come up and solve the problem, and you have a boner in class and you walk up.
Yeah.
My brain though, even if I had it, the fear
Would immediately take it away.
Yeah, that would like adrenaline.
I would love to be in a man's body for a day just to experience what a boner feels
I know.
like. Like, do you feel it going up?
yeah.
Oh.
You're
it's
like,
fucking
uh-oh.
sick.
It's pretty great.
Or if you're, like,
but
making
it's
out
also
or-
like especially if you're wearing pants or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just
I used to have
you
a fear
almost
that
you feel trapped by it in a way. Or like
I'm trapped by my boner.
I used to have a fear that if I ever went to like a pool and I'm wearing a bathing suit and there's like girls in bikinis that I would just. And if you're in a swimsuit, you're
Just
fucked.
jump in the pool.
you get like public like bone like
No, I'm saying I
Like-
used to be like.
No,
oh,
he does that at his
God.
pool parties.
Yeah,
Also,
I'm
when you're,
walking
like,
around
a
like this in my
teen
pool
and it
parties.
just starts happening. I feel like you
It
probably...
it doesn't just start happening. That's like
Yeah, but like
it's a
you
myth.
don't know because you're just going through it.
right when you're first. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you're like 14, you're like, I can't go to this
So I think
pool
that's a
party with
legit
girls
fear,
in bikinis. Yeah. But as an adult,
because I'm
it's
gonna
like,
get a boner.
yeah, like
I guess that was my question too. Like when boys get it in school, you always hear those stories. Is it because they're horny or just because?
No, it's an
That's just-
NRB,
What's that?
a no reason boner.
But what if you were in like health class and they were showing pictures
vaginas?
of boobs?
I mean,
Matt,
if
you'd
that's
be
what's getting you turned on,
Yeah,
like
just-
the thing is,
But
is
you're a teenager. Like I feel like
I
You know
but
what's
it's
really
not
disturbing
like-
to me? I don't even know if I should say this on YouTube.
we can cut all this out.
no.
What?
I don't want to
No,
cut it
it's
out. I just don't know if
interesting.
like these,
But it's not
these
like
words will get.
I don't know. It depends how like
It's human anatomy.
sensitive like a guy is, but it's not like a dog where it's like you show him a treat, it's instantly like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
boner.
Yeah.
Like I think
So how much does it take you
to get a boner.
to get a boner?
It's
not much.
Like if, well, I don't want to like subject Patricia, but like if a woman just walked in the room naked, would you be like boner, or would it have to be
No,
like?
the context-
No, I think like sometimes like if you're watching like a movie and it can be like so sensual, where you're like, damn,
Or
you,
when
you
you're
gotta
reading-
get turned
Yeah,
on.
it's-
I
it's
guess.
like-
Like,
Or when Matt reads Verity.
yeah, I'm calling Uber bucks. I'm just like,
Massive hard on. You should read things we never got over. What small annoyance has the power to ruin your entire morning routine? Small annoyance.
the fucking Monday morning leaf blower, gas leaf blowers in LA.
Monday morning.
It's every Monday.
Oh, I don't hear that on Monday.
For an hour fucking straight. You have to close all the doors. They're just blowing fucking dust around. So like they're not even doing anything.
I don't know. My gardener does stuff.
They thank God are banning leaf blowers.
Oh, yeah.
Gas powered leaf blowers by like
They have to be
2025.
electric.
They need to be electric with a battery. And hopefully
Are
they'll
those
be
ones quiet?
yeah,
Yeah.
much quieter. But
Which
it's
is like such a sleigh.
it.
Can they make
it-
jackhammers electric too?
Like my
In New
blood
York?
boils when I hear leaf blowers. I'm just
Really?
like, just turn
What
it off.
about
Turn
like
it off.
a lawnmower?
I don't really hear those.
Okay.
That's like
it
I don't
depends
know.
on what time of day it is. It's sometimes I'm like, hell, that person's like going about their day and it's past 9:30, 10 a.m.
No, but it's like if the city like sends them out into the streets like Monday morning, Monday afternoon, and they're just like, I'm serious. The city of LA just has like they don't leaf blow by your houses.
this doesn't toss off.
People are like getting their yards like leaf blown. But
No,
what
it's
do you
like
mean? Like they're
public.
growing the streets?
Yeah, like
like
publicly.
street cleaning.
Yeah, but it's like with leaf blowers.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Go on my walks. So
Whatever.
No.
To both streets that I've lived on in LA, every Monday, it's like 3 hours of just nonstop fucking noise, and I'm
I don't really mind it. I feel like I'm just so used to it.
I always say we're blasting brown noise like in our room. It's just
Yeah.
yeah, me too.
I can't hear
Box fan?
anything. No, we just my Google Home thing just plays brown noise all the time, and I love it. I can't hear a thing.
I know,
But
it's the
this doesn't toss off my morning routine, but I have like a bit of like jealousy and annoyance. Like if I have to be up early and someone else gets to like sleep in.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
really
But then there's
annoying.
the best when you're sleeping in and then you hear someone like,
like-
getting up and like they have to go do something. You're like, haha, that's not
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then it kind of annoys me because if I wake up, somebody can't fall back asleep, and then I'm like, oh,
Oh, yeah. That actually, I hate waking up and not being able to go back to bed.
Yeah.
And then you just struggle with that. I don't want to look at my phone. Then you look at your phone, and then you've just been in bed
Like,
for
well,
an
I'm up
hour.
now.
And then,
Yeah, that happened to me today.
Mine would be like if I went to go make my morning beverage and I went in the fridge and it was like empty.
When I'm out of beans.
Like you wake up and you're like, fuck.
Oh,
Then what? What do
I
you
get
do?
so mad at myself because I'm like, I should have just fucking ordered beans yesterday
Yeah.
when I knew I should have.
Yeah.
So then what do? Go to Starbucks?
I have to walk to Starbucks.
Bottom of
Oh,
the
really?
barrel.
You actually do go to Starbucks?
Yeah, I feel so defeated.
The walk of shame.
Yeah.
The true walk of
Do you
shame
do
for
a
Mike
mobile
Shepard.
order at least?
No, I face the music. They say, what do you? They say, what do
He
you
faced
want?
the worker. I was like, I need
And
a
what
hot
your
coffee.
trash
And I
will
just
hold
see all the
through.
other fucking plebeians. You have to don't make their own coffee, and I'm like, you scum of the earth.
Which is you that day?
Yeah, I know. Okay, the self-loathing is at an all-time high.
What? Do you just get a hot coffee?
I get the blonde espresso
That one's really good.
because it's
espresso.
but it's a light roast, so it's not as shitty as their standard brand. Ooh, limited 2, girly?
What's that?
No, I'm good. And then I get that in a latte.
A latte.
You get that and a latte?
No, it's a blonde
in a latte.
espresso latte.
Mhm.
Although the very first time
What kind of milk?
Huh?
What kind of milk?
Either soy or oat. I used to do almond milk, but almond milk doesn't really heat that well. It like kind of tastes gross when it's heated.
Yeah.
But the first time I ordered it, I called it a blonde espresso
Oh.
because it's I'm just like
Blonde.
Fancy.
well the guy and because it's like grande and like
Yeah.
frappuccino whatever. So I didn't think it was blonde. I thought it was blonde, and I said, can I get a blonde espresso? And they just go, what? I was like, that one. He goes, a blonde espresso, and I was like, yeah,
He's
I'm
like,
sorry.
do you know how to pronounce blonde?
Don't
you should
talk
have
to
been
me.
like,
tell
sorry, I
me.
haven't had my coffee.
Yeah, actually.
Which actually reminds me,
always
I
say
do
that.
need to order beans like today.
You're
You'll
welcome.
pick up beans.
There's no good roasters in LA.
Huh?
I haven't found a good like
Where do you
roaster.
get them?
I order them from Verve. Hey,
What tosses off your morning?
I will say drink. Same thing with a drink. Like if there isn't coffee made, I'm like, oh, I'm the laziest person on earth.
Nolan just getting the fucking deep exhale.
Yeah. I'm like, why didn't you save me? All I need is like this much, pop it in the microwave. I know you're like rolling your eyes at this, but it's my favorite thing ever. And if there's none left, I'm like, why don't you just break up with me then? The coffee. Also, if I forget to charge my phone, obviously, and it's like pretty low, I'm like,
Wow, I was
fuck.
literally gonna joke about that. Like you wake up and your phone battery is like dead, so you need to get the charger and you can't scroll on TikTok, and that's actually a thing.
Well, not that. I'm more just like, oops, that's annoying.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought it's because you're
Don't worry, my charger's right there. I can plug it right in. Or this is like rare, but my internet fucking sucks, and I have Spectrum, so it goes in and out literally all day. Like sometimes once a day at least, I'll have to unplug it and plug it back in, and then it works again.
You should call them.
I know, I will. But if I'm like uploading something overnight and then the internet goes
that's the
out, it's like
worst.
fucked.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
pisses me off in the morning for sure. I'm like, is it done? And then it's like, oh, the power went out, so it's only at 20% still.
Yikes.
What is the dumbest thing you think people spend money on? Honestly, I feel like really nice cars.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
Oh yeah, totally.
Just because that's my opinion, because I don't care about cars.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're like passionate about it, go for it. But I don't.
Gosh, I want to have a really good answer about
I
this.
have one that's gonna be offensive.
Okay. Is it like
Ew.
clothes?
Plastic surgery,
Oh.
like fake boobs, and
I don't think that's
like just it's so expensive.
yeah.
I came up with this line last night when I was on FaceTime with a friend. I don't know if this is gonna play well, but
We'll see.
people who don't like their bodies and want to get like fake boobs or like whatever cosmetic surgery, they think that that's a problem with their body, but I actually think it's a problem with their brain. And if they fix their brain, then they actually don't need to fix their body.
I think that is true.
I don't think it's a waste of money though. I think compared to what the psychological like joy gives you,
But does it actually fix-
and how like my ears, like I'm so glad that I don't have my big ears anymore. I don't have to think about that like ever again.
Yeah, I think it's just not black and
Like-
white. Like I think it's true, but also
Yeah.
like
Like a lot of people who get it done have like body dysmorphia, where it's like in that case, like it would probably help if they went and talked to someone before
Yeah.
they just like
Right.
spent all this money
Yes.
Yeah.
on something that like they don't
Or maybe that's not a good
need or
example, but
regret.
like the getting your whole face redone, like or to the point where you're like you look like a different person and you're
Yeah.
just like addicted to plastic
That's
surgery.
like a little bit of body dysmorphia, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's also people who have like a really, really big bump on their nose and they like get a nose job and they're like, I feel so confident
Yes.
now. That's different to me.
Yeah.
Or like even a boob job if someone's more confident with
I think like
boobs.
spending a lot of money on like sometimes makeup though, like
It's
I
expensive.
don't get I guess it just amounts all the time, and I'm like, how much? Don't you have eyeliner at home? Don't we have the
Matt,
mascara?
it's different. It's
like,
might as well
there's
just
plenty
get
of it,
plastic
but like, there's
surgery.
always
Yeah.
this need to buy more makeup, and I'm just like, there's enough.
Finish what you
I
have
buy
already.
makeup once every 2 years.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I think that's part of TikTok too, because every day it's like, it changed my whole makeup routine. There's that every day on
Yes.
TikTok. So I feel like that's really pushing people to buy more things that they really don't need.
Mm-hmm.
But I have found some good gems on those kinds of TikToks, but it's rare.
I would also say, like, purses is crazy that you guys spend so much money on purses.
Yeah.
They all do the exact same thing. They
Yeah, but
hold
it's
your
a
shit.
statement piece.
I
Yeah.
understand the sentiment, but it is nice to have like a nice bag. It's a girly thing. You
yeah,
wouldn't
it's
get
a
it.
girly thing.
I know. I
It's
don't
fun.
get it.
We're
but
cute. We're quirky.
Erin is seething about her Prada purchases right now.
No, I'm actually thinking about how much I love them.
Okay, what is currently sitting on top of your nightstand?
If we were villains and Bright Lights Big City,
What are these?
books.
Duh.
2 books.
Oh, P brain, he's reading.
2
On your
books.
nightstand?
White noise machine and a lamp. That's it.
Oh.
Oh, and a little like tray where I put my watch.
Yeah, I have a little tray.
Cute.
Okay.
It has like my chapstick, my birth control, and like a reading light. And then I have my book. And then I have like a little, I want to say jar, but it's not a jar. Like a vase that has little teeny pampas feathers coming out of
cute.
it.
Oh.
And that's it.
I've seen it. I'm like, oh, that's so
Yeah.
cute.
Is there water in it?
No.
Okay,
No,
good.
it's like fake.
Why?
Because I just think like if you have like a water vase like next to your nightstand, like
You're
it's
gonna
always
knock
like
it over?
you're gonna
I
like move your
know.
pillow in the middle of the night. It's gonna go back and be
I-
like shit.
Oh, I always have, like, I'll go to bed like with my water bottle.
I
on
always
my
like keep
nightstand.
it on the ground or like because I'm so worried it's gonna knock over,
Yeah.
and it's the worst when you have this big thing hitting the ground at the middle of the night.
It
You're
breaks
like,
your floor.
Violent
who's there?
sleeper.
That shit's loud.
My
when it-
friend dropped a water bottle like this on her face and she had to get nose surgery. And then she got to get a nose job. It was
Jesus.
Emma. She dropped
Yikes.
a hydro flask on her face.
shit.
Her friend did, actually.
What's on your nightstand?
Just vibrators.
He's like, shut the fuck
Vibrators,
up.
Xanax.
Xanax,
Really?
a lot of it. I mean, okay, so I have.
Multiple vibrators on the
No,
nightstand?
I'm kidding.
Oh,
Mine, I was going to say, mine's in the drawer.
I was going to
I
say
don't
out
have
for
drawers.
everybody.
I have like shelves, basically.
You don't
Okay.
have drawers in your nightstand?
No, but it's like not cluttered.
Matt,
Okay.
Just calm down.
I
It's
have
okay.
okay, so on the bottom,
Well, I'm very. When people are about to buy their nightstands, I'm like, make sure it has drawers
Yeah.
because it literally.
You can hide so much stuff.
But you're just going
I-
to create so much more junk.
That's
because
what- okay, that was my
nightstands
fear.
will just accumulate junk.
Yeah.
Totally.
It will, and it will just look bad.
yeah, that was my fear, but I was like, I'm gonna make it look nice. I got like a little basket on the bottom shelf. It has like all my like vitamins and meds and whatever I need.
Yeah.
My top shelf has chapstick, edibles, my vape, maybe a book if I'm reading. I'll put the book there. I think that's it. Oh, and my little like Apple Watch charger thing.
Nice.
I have the Bible. I'm kidding. I have a nice lamp.
9 millimeters.
No, that's in the drawer.
I have a switch for my lights that I glued did a little sticky tape underneath the nightstand so I can turn my lights on and off from my bed,
Cute.
which is nice. And then I have a lamp. I have a little cork coaster for my water. So I have a big glass jug of water. I have my notebook to journal, to write down things that happened in the day to remember that we're good.
5-minute journal.
No, not the 5-minute journal. I don't use that one. It's just a blank. I think it's like the Uno one that we got.
Yeah.
Just like a journal, pen, and my magnesium gummies.
Me too.
Magnesium gummies?
Well, they're not gummies,
Magnesium glycinate.
but
I
glycinate.
think so.
Yeah, mine are pill form.
Yeah, I take those too.
I do think they really help.
Yes.
I
Because
know.
I noted it was one night, I don't know when it was, like a couple months ago, and I was like not sleeping well at all. And the whole next day I was like, what happened?
yeah,
Like,
magnesium's so good for you.
yeah, I didn't take magnesium. And I was like, I wonder if that was
But
it.
don't take magnesium with oxide. 'Cause that's the one that
That makes
will
you poop.
Poop
Doesn't
like
make me
crazy and
poop.
it'll upset your stomach. It's the hard one. Do you have like a capsule for
No,
them?
it's like gummies.
I have a
Interesting.
capsule,
They're
but
so
it's glycinate.
good.
Yeah.
It's like my little treat before bed.
Nice.
But
Do you with my
you
edible?
obviously have to eat it before
I
You
like.
brush your teeth.
No, there's no like sugar in it or anything.
Oh.
I know. Sometimes I forget to like I'll floss
I
and
might
brush.
floss stuff next to my nightstand.
That's smart, too.
because if I'm just bored in bed, I'm just like,
Yeah.
Do you have a
Oh.
little trash can?
you know what I do?
And I don't want to
Oh,
know
God,
if it's
is it
gross.
gross?
Stick it under your pillow.
No,
Ew.
I just
He sucks it dry and puts it back to use again.
I just leave it right there on the nightstand. In the morning, I pick it up because it's trash, and I'm gonna go throw
I
it
don't
away.
think that-
I just don't want to get up to go throw it away,
No,
but I
I-
know I'll do it first
The amount of
thing in
times
the
I've
morning.
left a flosser next to my bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
That was a good question. A little
Thank
insight
you.
into our.
Have you tried the ZZZ quill that's like melatonin?
I took that last night. It's so good.
I took it too. Well, Joe has some. Did he give you some?
No, I've been on that shit for like 2 years. I
It's
love
a
it.
ZZZ quill that is melatonin. It's not that
It's not.
antihistamine.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's not antihistamine. It's not like what's in Benadryl. It's like
That shit is terrible for you.
it's melatonin and like lemon. I don't know. There's a couple different
like
like.
ashwagandha and lavender and
Yeah.
like yeah.
I tried it and I feel like I'm so used. Okay, it made me really tired, but I'm so used to being tired and also high because I take edibles that it was such a weird feeling to be like tired.
Well, the point
but
is to go
normal.
to like I take it and I'm just gonna fall asleep now. I don't wait for it to like kick in
Oh,
where
see,
I get
that's what
tired.
I like that.
I just like going into bed. But I only do it if I'm traveling and I'm like jet lagged and I know I need to go to sleep. But like when I'm in New York and it's 3 a.m. and I'm like, sucks. I need to be asleep.
Yeah.
By the way, it's 3:30 in New York right
Holy
now.
shit! And it's like 9 a.m. in Hawaii. That's
That's why you
fucking
gotta do
crazy.
time shifter.
I know, but I'm just so bad with sleep and jet lag. So like,
Yeah.
it's melatonin's helped me so much with traveling. Like when I
Well,
go,
no, it makes you. It's like, okay, take a melatonin now.
oh,
Like you take Ambien.
Oh,
all
my
right, let's
God.
I mean, that also
Yeah.
work.
Have you ever heard about people who take Ambien and if you like stay up, you could like
Make a
it's
salt
like a
sandwich.
wicked high, and people will like make salt sandwiches
Yeah.
and then start ordering shit on Amazon that
Yeah.
you don't need.
That would be
That's-
wild to just get a bunch of packages and you're like, what I order?
Yeah.
It's like how I feel normally. Okay. I feel like Matt will have a good take on this. In 50 years, what will people be nostalgic for?
the Earth being alive.
yeah, true. Not needing to wear helmets. To
Okay,
filter the
besides
air.
that,
50 years from
the
now.
pandemic. Yeah.
So how old are we going to be when we're 50? Well,
80 something.
80. I feel like when you're 80, are you still that nostalgic about stuff?
I think so.
In 50 years, I mean, there's definitely going to be nostalgia from 50 years. I mean, we're nostalgic 30 years from now.
From stuff from the 70s.
Well, I would say it's interesting to how we're going to be communicating with people
Yeah.
in 50 years. So like, I think the phone itself will be nostalgic.
I was thinking
Like
that too.
getting your news like that on
Yeah.
a tiny thing more than just having this whole fucking VR experience where you're going to be looking at all these massive screens. People just want a compact
remember when it was just in
place
your
of
hand?
attention. Like, why
Yeah.
can I just focus my entertainment in this one spot and not have it all up in my like zone of focus?
Yeah.
I think there will be a bit of nostalgia towards that. I wonder if vaping, I feel like definitely will be
my
nostalgic.
God. Vaping.
You don't think so?
I could see that though. Like, oh, that was such an era.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't think people are gonna like look back fondly on. Oh,
Yeah.
remember when we used to vape? That was fun.
No, cigarettes.
Also,
DVD.
probably social media, how it is right now, it's definitely going to be different in 50 years.
It's hard with the 50-year mark.
That's so
That's what's
far
really
away.
hard.
Very far.
It's
I can't
everything
even
that's
think
current
about it.
will be
maybe
nostalgic.
we say 30 years.
I think the technology, the interfaces of our technology is going. I think we're going to have a bit of like retro futurism where things are going to look a little bit more analog, like it's from the 80s, but it's actually super high tech. If that makes any sense,
Skeuomorphisms.
right? Is that what I mean? Like, if you look at the new Hyundai that they just put out, that's like that super 80s looking like retro. It
Yeah.
looks like a futuristic car that was like made in the 80s, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's going to be a bit of like this retro, like like right now, like your Google Home and stuff is just this, invisible pod that's just there. It's trying not to be anything. People, I think, are going to want this thing that looks like a stereo, but you can just say it to be whatever you want. But it has like a look of the past, but it's still super high tech,
Interesting.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think there'll be a nostalgia to the interfaces we had back then, but
There's already nostalgia on like remember iOS 3, and it's like the old iPhone interface. Like people on TikTok would be like, "Oh, remember the good old days from like," which I guess is
like YouTube was like a brown.
Yes, yeah, and it looked like a TV set. Like the YouTube app looked like a TV set.
Oh, I bet with those the Vision Quest things, you'll be like, set it to Windows XP style, like the 90s of how you were like on the internet back then, but it's still super fast and stuff. But your interface will be nostalgic. You can have like nostalgic interfaces on stuff. So it's like you're on the internet like you were as a kid, but it's still
the Dragon Ball Z VHS that I have. Like the intro is like, visit the Dragon Ball Z website and like sign up for the fan club, and it's like Windows 95.
Oh my God.
Like Internet Explorer, and the website looks like shit. But it's like, this is what the internet looked like back then. And that's probably how we'll feel about
the one movie whose website's like still up that they haven't changed. Space Jam. Space Jam's website is still
it still looks like
it
like
still looks like it's from 1996. It's pretty. I don't even know what it looks like mobily though.
Now playing in theaters.
Oh, they not messed it up with the new? Is it spacejam.com?
Yeah, here it is.
Cool. What's the website?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's the URL?
Spacejam.com. That's a lot. I remember like Disney kind of looked like that a little bit.
Not look like that.
Spacejam.com.
Yeah. That's what I typed in.
Let's see.
Aaron, do you know how to spell jam?
I don't
like that's some like HTML.
Yeah, it's so great. Like I'm on
What does yours look like?
It's like for the new movie.
And that's spacejam.com?
Yeah.
Probably because you watched.
I went /1996.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fuck off.
What? How did you just leave that out?
I didn't know. I just Googled Space Jam website and it came up, but Safari doesn't tell you.
Oh, I see. He has a pass. He Googled it and he clicked the wrong thing.
Well, it was right in front of your face.
Okay. You have to date the last person you texted. How screwed are you?
Let's see.
Aaron, you have to date all of us.
Oh God, I think I know. Wait, last person who texted me or who I texted?
Last person.
Texted.
You texted.
Like what? Like texted back?
Corny.
Just texted, yeah. Back
Matt.
or
I texted Matt.
Well, it would be Carly and Joe.
Me too.
What is the question?
You have to date the last person you texted. How screwed are you? I'm not that screwed. I like both of you.
Corny parchment.
With Joe in the thruple, I feel like he's a sexual deviant. It might be a little too much for me.
Oh, and me too. You think he's a sexual deviant?
We're talking about Joe Volpus?
Oh my God, yeah. I think
like
that
crazy.
He's like real
freak?
Yeah. I think they have whips and chains and all that stuff.
Do you think?
Joe Volpus.
Yeah.
I think he's a horny little guy. I think he's like sneaky sexual.
I think he's like asexual.
I don't know. I've never heard him like
he's
talk.
never said a
he
girl
makes
is
like
hot.
puns. He's always like, "Oh yeah, get this in my mouth," like yum yum yum.
Should we ask him?
Yeah, that's why. Like, I feel like
does not.
He's
talk.
never
He does not kiss and tell. He does not do.
No.
Maybe that's why.
He does not
Call him.
He does not participate in men locker room talk.
He is absolutely.
Should I call him?
Know it. Yeah.
We need to know if you're a sexual deviant.
He won't even give you an answer.
He'll be like,
I know.
"Wait,
He's like, what is this for?"
Something I gotta go.
He will not say.
He would never also like pull up a girl and be like, "Dude, how hot is this girl?" Like he doesn't do that stuff.
Yeah, like they've got dildos.
No.
Yes.
Well, that's not that crazy.
Yeah, but like.
Hello.
Hello, you're on Good Influences.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. What's up, guys?
Well, we were wondering if you are a sexual deviant.
Yeah, of course. What do you mean?
Like, do you have whips and chains?
Do I have what? Loose skin?
No. Do you have whips and chains?
Yes.
That means
Whoa! Joe!
Wait, what?
I have them, but we don't use them.
What do you
But
use?
you've used them?
I mean, like, you try everything once and, like, it doesn't stick.
Okay.
What sticks?
Yeah, what stuck? We're just confused if you're asexual or like crazy
a freak.
sexual.
Matt said that. I think you're a
Matt
freak.
said that.
Matt thinks I'm crazy, or
I
no?
think you're.
He thinks you're asexual.
We think you're asexual. The
I
girls
don't think
you're a
he's
freak.
asexual. No, I don't think.
I think because you don't really talk about
You're
sex
very
in front of him.
private.
But I think you're a freak.
Oh,
Aaron thinks
Well,
you're
Matt-
probably a freak.
no, Aaron's right.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow, Joe.
freaks get it. Freaks know freaks.
Well, this all started because we were on Good Influences and we were talking about if you had to date the last person you texted, how screwed are you? And me and Aaron were like, oh, it's the three of us. And I was like, that wouldn't be too bad. And Aaron's like, I don't know. Joe kind of scares me. Sexual deviant. I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah. No, it's fun. It's a good time. You never know what's gonna happen.
That's true. So what are there any like the latest crazy things you've done or?
I bought a swing to hang from the door frame.
Joe is a little freak, dude. Caitlin's trying on wedding dresses in the background.
Wait, are you being serious? You bought a swing?
Yeah, but you have to like hang it from the door
Sounds
frame.
like a lot
and
of
it doesn't
work.
look that secure.
Oh, it's like those baby jumpers.
I've seen those on Married at First Sight. They look like a lot of work.
Yeah, and like I want to try it, but I'm not the one that has to hang from it. So
Well, if she falls, she falls. Wait till after the wedding.
Put a mattress underneath.
yeah,
Okay. Well, thanks for spewing your guts.
I knew it.
yeah, guys, go check out my only YouTube.
That's enough. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time, Joe.
Okay, bye, Joe.
Bye.
Damn,
Wow,
I didn't think he would
whoa.
admit all that.
I didn't think you would admit it either.
Yeah, wow.
We caught him in a good mood.
So good.
Oh,
That's so unlike.
He said I'm on a swing?
And he's got whips and chains. Try everything
Damn.
once.
Joe Vulva Vulpus.
That kind of sounds fun.
Yeah, you just sit there.
I think I could do it with the two of you. I think it'd be a good balance.
Yeah, I think so
and
too.
I think that like it would be great because Joe, I feel like we could retire. And
What?
he would, the thing about Joe, I love that he's so driven. Like
We could retire and he just keep going.
Yeah, and he'll do whatever he
can
needs
watch
to do
Housewives.
to keep food on the table for us.
You're right.
You know?
Yep.
And then like we could do our sexual stuff. And like
But then I don't
maybe
know, a chain? I don't know.
I'll take one for the team.
Thank you. I'll watch.
Wow, what a turn of events.
I told you.
Can never think about him the same way again.
What about
just
you? Who's
know.
the last person you texted?
Matt.
Oh.
Yeah,
Could
boring.
you do it?
Date
No.
Matt? No.
No.
You should try it for a week. Like
No.
fully
Why?
commit.
Why are you guys? Oh,
Because we're
this
not.
is.
First of all, we're not gay.
Gay.
Okay.
So that's already like.
Well, that's news to me.
Put that out the window.
If it was the last girl I texted, well, it's
Okay.
besides you guys.
This is-
What?
What if it's the first girl?
I'm saying.
So it doesn't. It's not real. Like if you two were the last people on Earth.
I mean, I don't know if we're good. I'm not going to take him out on a date and be like, "Hey, let's get dinner tonight." Like,
Do you guys have
we
you?
just haven't had a lot of me time recently. So
Okay.
what?
Nothing.
Oh, you.
What were you gonna say? I want to know what you were gonna say.
It's just not. You just don't play into it.
I
It's
am
not a
playing into
real
it.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like silly, like LOL me, Aaron and Joe.
Yeah.
Like having chains and handcuffs.
I can't even
married
think
this year.
about it because he's a man.
Aaron's a girl. I can't even think about it.
That's what you sound like.
Okay. What celebrity do you hope doesn't get canceled, but wouldn't be surprised if they did?
I hope doesn't.
I'm worried about Ronald from Jury Duty. Someone's going to go through his Twitter or something.
I
and
would
he's
be
gonna
worried
get
about
fucking
Harry
canceled.
Styles.
You think?
I think he's probably got some deep, dark secrets in his closet. And
The thing is, everyone does.
I know, but he's a guy that like is such a.
I know.
Everybody loves him, but
It's
I,
actually
like
a
an
good
Army
one.
Hammer thing.
no, I don't know if he's
fucking imagine?
eating people, but
No,
like,
but like you know
same
how that's
vibe.
just like so weird and crazy.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't be like he said an offensive word.
No,
it's
it
like
would be
it would
psycho.
be weird.
Like, he has, like-
he's a red room of pain in his basement
Yeah.
and like
I don't know if that would be cancelable for his.
well, and he's doing like
sure,
terrible
Crazy
things
things,
to
yeah.
people.
or like if he had, yeah,
Like it would be something like that.
yeah.
I think
Harry
Ronald
Styles
is
is
a
a good
really
one.
good one
Yeah, I was like,
because he's like a national treasure
And
at
he's
this point.
a
That was
normal
the word that was in my
person.
head was national
Yeah.
treasure.
I heard. And I didn't like what you were thinking about Mike in that last
Like
prompt.
Julia Roberts. I don't know.
She would never.
why would you think she would get canceled though?
Oh wait. Oh,
being
that
too
was the
good.
question.
It was
Yeah, like
you
someone
don't
that
want
would-
them to get or you hope doesn't get canceled, but wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Like that's what I'm saying. If it came out that
Yeah.
Harry Styles like was
That's actually a really good one.
texting like 10-year-old boys, you'd be like,
Oh my god.
all right, I get it.
Yeah, that's a
He's-
lot.
Yeah, he's just a
You
freak.
don't want to get canceled.
I feel like everyone who I'm thinking of has had like some type
I know.
of
That's the
like,
thing. It's like-
scandal. I don't know if there's anyone.
Maybe
I
like
would be
Paris Hilton or something.
well, I mean,
she's already
yeah.
probably like, but I
Like the
would
Simple Life.
like I would be
Yeah,
surprised.
but she has never been like canceled.
if Taylor Swift gets something comes out about her, that would be surprising. If something comes out about Harry Styles, that would be less surprising. Who is like someone that it would
Oh,
be
you
like
think?
I don't know. I feel like Taylor Swift is just like just a regular girl. Like what? I would be shocked if they came out that she was just like a violent racist behind closed, or something crazy like that. It would be very unexpected. But like a Harry Styles would be like,
For me, Taylor would be a little more than Harry, only because of like where she grew up. In like rural
didn't she
Pennsylvania.
like go against her parents and was like,
Now as an adult, yeah.
Oh,
but it's like I mean, she never talked about politics, but it was because her parents.
Mm-hmm.
So like I could see something like from her past when she like had maybe the same views as her parents.
Right.
That would now be considered like, why would you think that way?
Or like Obama.
Well, that would be devastating.
Well, he's canceled by the
He does
There's
smoke
a lot of
right.
presidential things people could cancel.
Yeah, I'm saying, but
for.
if it just came out that he was like, I mean, I don't know what's he's already killed a billion.
I can't think of anybody.
All right.
Really?
It's a good question. What do you have the answers that people wrote?
It's the element of who do you think might, or like.
Someone said Shaq.
Oh, that's a good one.
You get pushed into the year 2030 for 10 minutes. What?
I'm trying to think about what's gonna be like.
Oh, okay. You get pushed into the year 2030 for 10 minutes and you get one Google search. What are you looking for?
What was the best return on investment in the last decade?
Yeah, absolutely. Great answer.
Or
when you get to come back.
Yeah. You go,
Google.
you do one Google search and then you come back.
Oh, or you're trapped there.
No, you come back.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. There wasn't clarification.
You go order a Taylor Swift re-recorded.
Has Taylor Swift finished the re-recording?
No, she's still doing Reputation.
It's 2023.
Or maybe it would be like some big fight or something you bet on, and you just bet a shit ton of money, and you just win.
Who won the last 10
the
Super Bowls?
Yeah.
I'm also worried about the butterfly effect, though.
Yeah,
like,
I
with
know.
sports games, like, it's weird. I don't think I, myself, driving my car around will have an effect on the stock market. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like my energy being at a certain place would affect the game. Does that make sense?
No, I don't really get it.
Like,
Kind of.
I don't know, because sports, it's like a true magic of like when that ball was caught and tossed and everything. It's such the probability of the chance, I don't think is I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Not really.
I'm sorry. I'm
It's okay.
crashing.
It's okay.
I just
You can be
feel
done soon.
like I couldn't trust looking into the future, saying that this sports game was going to win, that it would actually
You
be
wouldn't, like,
guaranteed
trust
to
it.
win. I
But
don't
then
know.
wouldn't it kill you if you didn't put money on it because you thought that way and then it actually
Then it
did
didn't
win?
I'd rather trust the stock market on it
Lottery numbers.
or lottery numbers.
No, but I'd be like, wait, was it 43691 or
Oh, you gotta go with a pad of
49631?
paper.
Yeah, put in your notes app. Okay. What's your anti-bucket list? What would you never do again?
Oh,
Never do again?
Whitewater rafting.
I actually had that
They
in
did
mind.
it on Housewives last
Did
night.
they?
Yeah.
Did they wear helmets?
No, it looked crazy.
Which
too.
Housewives?
OC.
It's back?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's been like 4 or 5 episodes.
well, that's perfect. I can binge them.
It actually looked horrifying. And it was really funny. The guy who was on the boat with them, his balls were hanging out the whole time.
Was it blurred out?
Yeah, they had to blur it out. But then all of the women were like in the confessionals, like talking about it. And it was very funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But it looked really scary. And I was like, one of them is about to pop off of this
Oof.
raft.
Where were they?
Montana.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a water rafting place. I'm trying to think.
Never do again.
Yeah, like
a
what's
great
something you've done
question.
that you'd never do again?
These are great questions, Carly. Good job.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Would it be going somewhere?
Sure.
I guess I could say like there's places where I feel like I would never go back there.
Yeah, shit on a place.
Well, I kind of like
Let's
a lot of
destroy an
places.
entire city.
Yeah.
Where would you never go back to?
I guess Fiji.
Oh, really?
I thought Fiji
What
was
a
like,
take.
I feel like it's like Hawaii for people who live in Australia. I think if you live in Australia and you're trying to go away to a tropical location, go to Fiji. That sounds
It's
like a
so
great
far.
spot. But like for Australians,
No,
It's not-
no, for us.
for us, it's
Yeah.
really far. But I think like when you're there, unless you are really curious about Fijian, hopefully I'm saying that right, Fijian culture, and you want to see the people of Fiji and explore that, then go do it. But like sights and vibe, it's just like Hawaii.
Oh,
Like I would never pay that much to go all the way back to Fiji.
I would never fly Frontier Airlines ever again.
Oh.
Wait, why?
They just are known for canceling flights and then
That's not a bucket list thing as flying Frontier Airlines.
Well, sure.
Like, sure, I'll never fly Spirit again.
Really? I would
But
fly
that's
Spirit
not a
again.
bucket. But that's not. I think she's talking. Shouldn't the thing be like?
I know. I get what you're
something-
saying.
Oh, that you wanted
It's
to
like
do,
an anti-bucket list, like something you'll never do again.
or that you wanted to do again.
You
Something that's
don't
like
ever wanna
maybe
do it
like
again.
commonly on a bucket. Like say you went skydiving, you hated it. It's like I would never go
Oh.
skydiving again. But
Okay.
I don't know. I
I
mean,
don't know if I have one. What are people saying?
like someone said, date a psycho. It's not really a bucket list thing. Go
Oh.
on a
Good
whale
one.
watching charter. Our group took Dramamine per the instructions on the package 1 hour prior to departure, so we were all fine. It didn't take long for literally everyone else on the boat to start puking their brains out. Then try to take Dramamine. The sight, sound, and small vomit every turn completely ruined the excursion. So I don't know. Someone goes
I think
basic.
helicopters. I'm not that jazzed about going on helicopters.
Oh.
I've been
You
on
will
like
never get me on a
plenty, but
helicopter.
I just now I'm like I don't know. I'm very spooked by helicopters.
Mm-hmm.
If Kobe can die in a helicopter, you could fucking die in a helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so fun. I like them though.
But I've already accepted I don't really care to ever go skydiving.
Yeah,
it's
me
not out of a
either.
sense of fear, but I'm just not going to go out of my way to do it.
Yeah.
Like someone will have to tell me that I'm skydiving that day and set everything up. I'm not going to.
I'd have to open my eyes and be on the plane.
Bungee
Oh,
jumping.
absolutely
I'm
not.
like, that is not how I want to go spend my time.
I just
Yeah.
like don't have the adrenaline like junkie mindset.
Yeah.
I'm like I am happy that other people get like so much joy out of it, but like
Yeah.
I'm like
I went to dinner with Ella and her Italian friend, and her Italian friend, her favorite thing to do is put on a pair of skis, get in a helicopter that takes you to the top of a
Oh,
mountain
yeah.
that you can only get to via
heli
helicopter.
skiing.
And then they drop you down and you have to ski down in order to get
And
back to
that
civilization.
is hard.
Oh,
Skiing
yeah.
is really tough.
And she,
Even
like,
just
go to, like,
blues
the
ice.
most-
And it's like powder. You're not going down like a groomed trail.
No.
Oh my god.
And like she does this like as for fun. Like she'll
Yeah.
do helicopter, top of a mountain, you have to ski down or you die.
Ugh, disgusting.
Absolutely
That's
not.
scary.
Also, dog sledding is
Oh, yeah?
not that great.
I feel like I
Dog
feel bad for the
sledding,
dogs.
it smells like dog shit the
Oh,
whole
really?
fucking
Oh,
time.
really?
Because the dogs are pooping as they're running. They're dogs.
They don't poop and run, dude.
Yes, they do.
When
But
have you ever seen it? Dude, dog known to look at you while
It's
they're
okay.
pooping.
Horses shit and stuff when they run.
It's a different animal.
Buddy, these aren't
But if they're, like,
these are
trained
dog.
to-
These are trained dog
Yeah.
sled animals. They're not like
They're probably trained to
they're
poop
not
while they
like
go.
fully domesticated dogs that are like
Where did you do this?
Montana on a Smirnoff trip with Todd. It was fun and scenic, but the vibe of those dogs' asses just like the shit wouldn't
Just
go on
shoot
you, but
fly.
it would like happen and you would just smell dog shit.
That is
Weird.
very weird.
It smells like
Weird.
dog shit the whole time.
Is it in the
Go
snow?
try it and you'll come back and be like, I know what you meant. It just smelled like dog poop the whole time.
Huh.
Yeah.
I honestly can't think of like a bucket list item I've ever done that like I wouldn't do again.
Mm-hmm.
Sex with a prostitute?
No, I'd do that again.
True.
Horseback riding, I'm a little like, yeah, I've done it. I'm not that like jazzed to get back up on a horse and go trot around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems kind of
Kind
boring.
of hurts your ass
And your
like,
balls.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it's like. You have a big fat dick, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like water slides, roller coasters. I could do all those again.
I would
I
never
guess-
go on a water slide.
I guess I
That's-
would never go on like a fair ride again.
Oh
Like
yeah.
a county fair.
Those
Yeah.
things are always
Just-
built so jankily
So
too.
janky. Not that that's a bucket list item
It's
by
just
any
not
means.
bolted
but
into the ground.
I
It's
know.
just
Yeah.
like weighed
It's
down.
just
The wind is
there.
going to knock it over.
Yeah.
There was some, I don't know if it was a doctor, it was some person on TikTok, and they were like, here's 5 things I would never do now knowing what I know. And like one of them was go on a ride at a carnival.
Have you guys gone zip lining?
No, but I
Yeah.
would love
That's
to.
so
Is it fun?
I would
Oh,
love
yeah.
to do
That's
that.
the only like action sport I think that's super fun.
Yeah.
It's
you just
the
go
best.
wee.
It's
Yeah.
so fun.
Well, you get to see a crazy view. You're not like that scared for your life because you're not imminently close to death, but you still get the thrill of like going really fast. I would recommend it.
Mhm.
In like Costa Rica or somewhere.
Yeah, that's where I did it.
Every time I'm in Vegas, I'm like, I'm going to jump off the stratosphere.
Oh
no, that's not.
Oh, I think it's like not even a
How's it-
free fall. It's like,
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that instead of bungee jumping.
yeah, I would never bungee jump. That's too scary. The stratosphere, even Jason said it was like kind of boring.
Yeah.
Like I would do that. It was funny on Jason's podcast. I said that I was like, I think I would jump off the stratosphere, and you guys were like, what? Oh my god! And they thought I literally meant jumping from like the Earth's stratosphere.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
When the space meets like
Felix
atmosphere.
Baumgartner.
Yeah.
Like take a plane up to.
I guess I don't know.
No.
I wouldn't do that. I
Did
also
you
would never
guys
go to
go
space.
on those zero gravity things? Did you?
No.
A zero gravity plane?
Oh, no.
You
I
didn't
think
do
that'd be
that?
fun, though.
I always thought you guys did
I want to
that.
go to like a NASA museum,
Yeah.
like a big one where you can like go into anti-gravity. I feel like that'd be so fun.
I want to do I would like to do a G-force. Like,
Oh,
you know
see if
that
you could, like,
thing
stay
just being,
away.
like,
Oh my god.
That really scares me.
I would not. You just feel so sick after that.
Yeah.
Probably.
do you
dude.
really?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
you
You're
literally
spinning.
motion sickness,
Mhm.
and then they like look old. Their face goes like,
Oh.
yeah, because there's just gravity pulling your face down.
Yeah.
Ugh. No, I'm good.
How do you feel about parents charging their kids rent? Like say like 18, 19, 20.
I have a
Or
take on
older.
this, but I would like to hear you guys' first.
18, 19, 20.
Well, I'm just thinking like it's,
Like you're
I
in
like
high
to-
school, you're
if you
still living at
turned
home.
18, their parents are like, okay, pay rent now. To me,
How
that's
much
a
are
little
they
like
charging?
to me.
Like $100 a month.
don't know.
Not,
Oh,
Rent.
it's not-
yeah, charge a kid some rent. Why not? Teach
I
them
would
some
say like
discipline.
if they're like
Yeah.
post college age, sure.
Yeah,
But 18, 19, 20, like you brought this person on planet Earth.
that's what I think too. I think after college and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
It
either
depends-
move out or
Like 18, you're not really an adult.
No, not at all.
no, and like
It
that's
depends
kind of
also
fucked
on,
up. You need to like
my-
save money.
$100?
It also depends on my kid's sense of character. And if I
Yeah.
feel like, you know what,
Yeah,
you little
that's
shit, you need
true.
to be charged some rent. If
Like
I
if they're just
end up
lazy
having-
and like laying around all
yes,
day.
where I'm
Yeah.
like, you need to, you charge a rent. And it's not that I need the money, it's that they need
It's
a form
they
of
need to-
discipline
yeah.
and know that there's a responsibility that they need to fulfill.
Totally.
If my kid was like,
Well, at that
super
point,
successful making a business out of their home and stuff, like
Yeah,
I don't know,
it's kinda, like,
was really
different.
nice and kind to me, and he was doing good moves with his money, I'd be like, don't worry about it, love you, son, I'm here to help. Like,
yeah.
It
I feel like,
depends.
to your point, I would rather than be like, you have to pay to live here, I'd be like, these are all of the like chores and things that you need to do in order to like prove yourself to me that you are not being a little
yeah,
shit.
Shithead.
you little
Yeah.
shit.
I just like the whole charging money thing is weird to me
It's-
until they're
yeah.
at like a certain age.
Yeah.
I am a little, I don't say it's jealous, it's not jealousy, but like, it kind of envious of people who actually had really good situations at home and they were able to like still live at home, do their thing, and just save so much money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm envious of the people who've saved so much by still being at home, but not being so much like a couch potato, but just able
Yeah.
to operate
That was
their
like me.
business.
I lived at
and
home till I was like
self.
24.
home.
Same, yeah. Me and Jared started our website business. I was at home for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice, Steve Jobs.
What was you had an opinion. You said you wanted to wait.
Oh, I knew a family that had like a family friend, like a kid who they let live in their house after like college, and they made him pay rent. And I was like, that's a little like, this kid's like, you know, he's comes from a rough background, like he needs help, but they charge him a little bit of money, and he lived there for like 2 years, and it was fine. Like he had a job, he was like paying his rent, whatever. And then when he was ready to move out, they took all the rent that he had paid and gave it to him back
Oh,
as
that's
savings.
sweet.
That's
so
really
he had like
smart.
20 grand.
It's like a mortgage.
Yeah.
That's really
Didn't your
smart.
family do this?
No, my parents never charged anybody rent, but we used to have people live with us. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I actually asked, I was at home for the 4th, and I was like, how long could I live at home before you'd kick me out? Like, if I still lived at home right now, would you be like, get out? And they were like, I don't know, you're just so easy.
My parents would be so happy if I was like, you know what, I'm moving back in.
Yeah,
They
my
be the
parents would be
happiest people in the
too.
world.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think my parents would be happy, but
Yes.
then I think sometimes they'd be like, "Can you guys just keep it down or something?"
They-
Or like,
Yeah.
it's
because
we're always
the
too loud.
backyard faces like my parents' like bedroom, so like I
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
entertain out in the backyard. I just
Yeah.
feel like I would annoy them like sound wise.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I like that idea of like, if you're going to charge a kid rent, you don't actually keep the money. You just teach them the discipline, and then after they're ready to move
Yeah,
out,
so smart.
you give it back to them as savings, and that's like a good.
I feel like that's
Totally.
the best way to go about it,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
And
like
it's
you
like
say, you don't-
helping them succeed. Like
Yes.
just taking your kids' money, like what are you doing?
To me,
like,
yeah, like when I had
yeah.
friends in high school whose like their parents started charging them rent at 16, and I'd be like, "Do your parents love you?"
That's crazy.
I-
16?
Yeah, and when I was in high school, yeah, a lot of kids they had to
How
start paying
much?
rent, like $200 a month.
Are they
What?
financially helping out the family?
Well, I think that's what it was. Is that it was like it was a necessity,
okay,
which is like I
That's
get
awful
it.
to put on a kid.
I know. People have different.
Well, no,
But if you're
100%.
working-
Yeah, no, I
like-
know. It was. I felt so bad.
But that's
like,
not how it was in the 50s and 60s, and like a lot of young teenagers who were working, I felt like were also contributing to like households.
Yeah.
Like that was a bigger norm, and I think parents who grew up with that think that is kind of a normal thing.
yeah. You're 16, get to work and start contributing to the household.
Yeah. My dad just went to Nam.
Ma'am, was he in the
Well,
shit?
we did too, Aaron.
What?
We did too.
Yeah.
For a brand deal.
You went to Vietnam on a brand deal? That's
Yeah.
insane. Can you imagine?
I
No,
know.
I called
Going
my
back to-
dad. I was like, Dad, I'm going to Vietnam, but I'm getting paid.
That's insane to to talk. Oh my God.
Wild. It was such a weird like thought. I was like, even being
know.
there, I was like,
This is where your dad was.
Like,
Like
yeah.
wars happened.
Yeah.
My
here.
grandpa, when he was in World War II, he walked around with $1 and he wrote down every little like town and village he went to all
Oh,
across like
cute.
Germany and France. And my dad still
Cute.
has the dollar.
It
It's
is.
really,
Wow.
it's
it
really
was just
cool.
like funny because it's war.
But when I
I know, but it's a nice item to have.
No, I
I'm
know.
so glad he did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like
It's really cool.
it's the coolest little memento from my
Yeah.
grandfather. But I was in France and I was skiing in like Courchevel and like Chamonix, and like he wrote like
Whoa.
Chamonix, and it was cool. And I was like out there in like France. I'm like, my
There's just the
grandpa,
Alps.
not something my dad hadn't been there, but my grandpa, we had this
Yeah.
common place.
That's
We're in
cool.
your that little. It's just cool.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how I actually would feel about like going to Germany. Like I will never go to Germany.
I've always asked you, would you
You
ever want to
think?
go to Auschwitz?
Why?
I don't know. It's
I went
the
to Dachau.
You should go.
It was, yeah, no.
And I think Gentiles should go.
Do you have you been in Holocaust museums?
Yes, Holocaust museums are sick.
So why would
Well, they
you
have
go
one.
into? And I'm not trying to
In
challenge.
Munich.
I've been to like 2 or 3.
I just don't want to go to Germany. I don't want to hear that language. I don't want to be around those people.
If someone tells you they're German, do you not like them?
There's like a little not that I don't like them, but like
Oh, I've apologized to Mike about the Holocaust many times.
like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like this when I was a kid, my mom would tell me like, just so you know, if you
Yeah.
meet a German person, like it's highly likely that if their grandparents were living in Germany at the time, they were like almost certainly a Nazi. Because like most people you basically had to be. Because that was what the law of the land was. So I don't know. It's still so fresh. And Louis C.K. has a joke. He's like people buy tickets to Auschwitz now because it's like a museum. And it's like, can you imagine telling those people back then, like, people are going to buy tickets and wait in line to go check this out?
Yeah.
Like, it's a crazy thing. It's like too much for me to think about.
Yeah.
And like, I don't.
Is Auschwitz like still the same?
Yeah, they kept it all the same. For the
But
most
is
part.
there like digital screens and TVs when you're going through Auschwitz, or is
I
it
don't.
very?
I don't
like,
think they've like modernized it too much, but like you can still see like nails marks on the wall and like
my gosh, how did they? I'm surprised that they like kept it.
yeah.
And did not tear it down
They-
over just like
The place where
time.
Hitler killed himself, they turned into just like a parking lot because they didn't want people to memorialize that
Yeah.
and like
Good.
make it a place.
That's why they like drop Bin Laden's body in the ocean, because they don't want to have like a place of burial for
They
people
did.
to
They just
assemble.
dropped it in the ocean.
Is that what they're I don't.
No, it's because
Hello.
they don't. They
Now we
usually
know what
people who are
happened
really
with
bad
the
people.
submersive.
They don't want to. That's why Hitler, I don't think, is buried anywhere.
Yeah.
because it's
Where
people who
is
are really
he?
bad people. You create like a place of like assembly. Like people can like.
Yeah.
So you
Start
never
having-
go to Oktoberfest?
It's just so scary.
Yeah.
There's such bad shit that happened there.
Yeah.
But I think that's a way of like getting in just touch with history, to know that it happened. You were there, like with the spirits of your ancestors, and like. I don't know. Like,
I'm
there's
good.
a way where it's like, but why put a blind eye to that?
It's not blind. I'm well aware of what happened there.
I know. I'm just like,
Yeah.
because I said like if I ever went, I would want to go with you.
I wouldn't just. I couldn't want to go to a place less.
Yeah.
Germany as a whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think we should go?
You can if you want to.
Where does the money go?
We should
The
have our
tickets?
first live show there.
In Germany.
At Auschwitz.
Is it true no birds fly over Auschwitz?
That sounds like a.
Sounds fake.
Sounds like the name of a poem, but I think I've heard that's like true. Or it's like birds know there's like bad things
Bad
happen there, and they
energy.
just
Yeah.
don't fly over it.
Oh. Well, on that note,
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
end on Holocaust.
pretty common on this.
Happy
podcast.
Tuesday, everyone.
Happy
Tuesday.
Jews Day?
Happy
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Thank you guys
Oh,
for
wow,
listening / watching, whatever you're doing. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.